you see here, so next one is I want to automate this checkbox count. So I need to click on this and check all these checkboxes. So if you check the checkbox one by one, the name is coming here. I have to get finally this dynamic text. So whatever the text is available here. With this one, I need to get it. So how can we get that? That's this checkbox test. And let's go and do the same way how we did for this. Okay, and it's a similar code. Only you have to change the locators. Just change it to checkbox test. Checkbox test. Select all the checkboxes. I'll check all the checkboxes. Okay, so you have to give this checkbox link. So what is the checkbox link? Select the checkbox. Okay, so you reached the checkbox space. So you know we are going to click on this. If you click on that, it will reach to this checkbox space, and the breadcrumb is there. And then, so you check the checkboxes one by one. First, we have to see. So we have to verify this page title also, right? Take the page title from the head tag. Okay, so this breadcrumb verification will be there, and title also verification. So we are doing. Next we can do so we have to fetch all the checkboxes, right, into collection. So how can you fetch all the checkboxes into collection? So we have to see what is common there. Okay. So we have to see what is common there. So let's go and see one by one. Take the see that input type checkbox ID. So I told you ID we should not take here in this website. ID name is dynamically changes. We should not use that. Next, second one. So type checkbox ID. What is common?
Type attribute is common.
Type attribute is common based on the type. So you construct an XPath and bring all the checkboxes into collection. So let's go and do that same thing. So fetch all the checkboxes. Into collection. So here you have to use XPath and write your own XPath, // square bracket @ type equal to. So checkbox. So basically always remember, if you're fetching a group of elements, the common property you have to take from all the elements. So how many elements you are going to fetch, those elements you observe first in the HTML. Then see the properties, which property is common to all the elements. With that property, you construct an XPath or CSS, whatever you want. That's how we can fetch all the elements.
We have to change this.
So checkbox list. And now, so our next step is I have to check each checkbox. Okay, I have to check each checkbox. So I'm going to use a normal for loop. Instead of this, I'll use a normal for loop. So int I equal to 0. All right, list starts with 0, right? So 0, I less than checkbox dot size die plus. So then after this, what you need to do, you have to. So if you need to check each checkbox, okay, that's what our intention. You need to check the checkbox. So what you need to do, you have to click on each checkbox. So you click each checkbox. So how can you click? If collection dot so get of I dot is selected. Okay, so that means if it is selected, I don't want. If it is not selected, that's what I'm putting a negation here. If not selected, then click on that checkbox. So click on the checkbox. So you write that same logic, but here you will put a click method. Dot click. So that's it. Okay. So next, after that, we have to fetch. Maybe you can wait for this element. Okay, you can wait for this element. So you can wait for this element. So when you first identify this, you have selected. So, but this one is changing. So you have to take. So wait dot until data conditions dot presence of element located. So by dot XPath value star square bracket contains of text function is a span. Okay. So this is how you can, and then you get the text. So how can you fetch that text? String checkered checkbox check box text equal to dot find element So by dot path and give the XPath. So basically whatever I have written here, this one is going to identify
Architects.
get text.
Here you have to write reporter or system, sir.
Okay, so we can use a
Reporter.
reporter. You can use a reporter. Anyone is fine. But
This
this one is
also we can use.
reporter. Basically, in the report, you want this log, you should not use system.out.println. But we don't need the system.out.println. Even in the console also, you can print here with this. Okay. Something wrong. So you can print in the console also. So no need of this system.out.println at all. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so that's all about this test case. So let's move on to the next one. Next test case is I want to check this, select this radio button. I click on this and then I have to reach here. So when you reach here, you can see here feature value blank now, website value blank, documentation blank. So if you select this, any of these values, it is going to check this performance. And if you select this, see that whatever the value you select here, so that will be coming here. So if you select here, value will come here. So that means these are dynamic, but this one are constant. So based on this, I'm going to identify this one. Based on this, I'm going to identify this one. Based on this, I'm going to identify this one. So that's how you can identify the elements. First you have to select, but how you can select? Here radio button is a dynamic. See this ID name you should not use. In this entire website, you should not use ID name. ID name you should not use. Then, so what should we use? So to use that, you have to so first to see that you have to identify this text. This text before the radio button is there. So this text doesn't change. So that's why identify this text and use the preceding concept and apply it. Okay, preceding concept you apply and you can get that value. So let's identify that performance. So label, based on the label, I can identify. First, I'll identify this label before the first input box, first input tag, right? This one I want. So let's see how to write the XPath for this. So // star square bracket text function. See how we are writing if there is a text. So you should be able to write effectively like this and it will help you. Okay. Sorry, not following, right? It's a preceding. So now if you see it is identifying, right? Now my main target is radio button, not label. Radio button I want to identify. So preceding is as input 1. So then it will identify that one. So this one will be identified. So then you just, okay, so we have to create a first test case. So let's create the test case. So I'll just select the radio buttons. So radio button test. And click on the radio button link. Oh, so this one has a spaces. Basically, if you go here, there is no spaces. If you go to here, see, there is no spaces. If you go to that page, there is a spaces. So click on radio button. So here also just change a little bit, that's it. Only link will change in the title also. So now we don't need to fetch all the radio buttons here, right? So we don't want to fetch. We just need to identify and select the radio button. That's what our aim. So you need to select the radio button. How can you select? Select the performance. Radio button. So driver dot find element. So by dot. Path, right? We have used XPath. So XPath. So what is the XPath we have identified here? Select the performance radio button. Dot. What is the method for the radio button?
Click method.
Click method. So next, after selecting, you need to fetch the this feature value. So how to write the feature value? See span tag. So you have to write but I have to use even you can use a normalized space. Let me use a normalized space. Okay. Feature. First, this one is identifying or not. Normalize, I think, yes. It's not recognizing. Not recognizing, right?
Yes, sir.
Normalize. hyphen space step down. That also. Okay. So let's put contains as of now. Okay. Contains text function. So now it's identifying, right?
Yes.
Then following is as, so what is this performance? Whatever the text comes here, not only performance, any text it comes. And that one we need to identify. What is the tag name? Span is there. Just take the span. So it is identifying. So take that and go. First you can wait for that if you want, okay? Okay, so you get the text and store in the, what is that value? Featured value. Feature text. So it is going to be repeated for the other two radio buttons. So what are the other two radio buttons? This one. I'll select this one. Forum radio button. Okay. So I'm clicking on the forum radio button. If I select the forum radio button, this is the website value. It is taking. So website value, you take it. The remaining X path is common. No change. So here website text. Okay, so next, what is the next radio button you want to select? So developer guide. I'll select developer guide. So this one, developer guide. So developer guide, what is the value? So documentation, right? So this is the documentation. So you want documentation. That's it. So that's all about next test case. The last one is we need to understand this very, very important, because this test case I'm going to cover iframes and also pop-ups. Pop-ups are going to come here. This is a bit complicated, but let's see, a very big code you will get it here. So a lot of big, let's see this. So initial code is common. I'll just take till this point. Okay, so till this point, I'll take it. Even till click also fine for me. Before click, I think, so we have a free iframes. We have to handle. This is the, I'm putting tweet pop-up test. Tweet pop-up test. So what is this tweet pop-up test will do is it will okay, so I have to replace. So date and time picker. Okay. Date and time picker. Click on that. Then it will go to next page. Verify that page title. Assert it. Oh, we didn't assert. Maybe you take assertion also, okay? Take assertion also. So 10 minutes, whatever we can finish, let's finish it. Okay. So now let's understand the test case. Click on this. You will end it here. See, you have to wait for this tweet button. Just inspect it. See, this is span tweet. But here, if you observe here, this is in the iframe inside. Only that tweet is in the iframe. If you want to do any action on the tweet, first you have to switch to that.
Switch to that frame.
iframe, basically. You have to switch to that iframe. If you're not switching, it won't identify tweet button. So let's see how to identify that iframe. iframe has an ID. You can take ID. Do you know, right, how to identify the iframes? How to handle iframes?
Switch to
So what is the procedure? How to switch to the iframes?
alert reference variable equal to driver dot switch to. Okay.
Alert. It's not alert, madam. Who told you it's alert?
Okay, sir.
It's not alert, right?
Okay.
Alerts, these frames, you have to differentiate. Alerts are some dialog boxes, window dialog boxes. And this one is a different. Right. So you have to. So let's see this.
We have switched to dot frame method, right?
Yeah, that's what, right?
Frame.
You have to use that one only.
Yeah.
Why so already practiced that and you're not able to tell? I think you didn't practice those programs. How many of you practiced that programs?
Practice it's
Hmm.
little bit confusion.
Confusing, huh? Then your practice is not good. You have to read first concepts, then practice. I have given two iframes examples. One I have written in the jQuery.ui.com. One I have given in Heroku app internet website. And if you read, and why you will forget if you practice both of them? Okay, anyhow, so let's see one more time. Driver dot. First you have to identify the element, iframe element, web element. So iframe element equal to. So driver dot find element. So by dot ID, its ID is there. So I'm taking ID. So then now switch to the iframe. So driver dot
Switch to
method dot frame of. So here there are three frame elements, three frame methods. So that's it. Then you click on the tweet button. Now click on the tweet button. So identify the tweet button. How to identify? So where is the tweet? Let's go. Identify this. Sweet tweet. Span tag. So anyway, whatever the tag, it doesn't matter for me. Tweet. That's it. Okay. If you want, you can check it whether it is working or not. See, it is identifying, right? Perfectly. So once you click on what is happening, first understand the test case. The flow you need to understand. See that. What happened?
Going on that page.
Didn't observe this.
Mix.
What happened now?
First, I see that bird symbol and then.
But what happened first? Tell me.
Twitter face.
Next.
Twitter page.
So now you are in this page and
Next
right?
page, it's going.
It opens Twitter page.
So it is opening a new tab.
Oh,
This is the map, just basic, right? This is not telling you. This one is when you click on this, it is navigating and opening a new tab.
yes.
This link is opening a new tab. Now you have parent and child.
Check.
So why it is a parent? This is the first time open this one only. Now open this one. That's why this is the child window. So how can you fetch? I'll ask one person. Okay, I want to see now. Chandrakala, how can you fetch all the window IDs?
Sir,
How can you fetch all window IDs? Whether you know or not, simply don't waste time.
don't know, sir.
Okay, cool. That's it. Don't waste time. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Kalyani. So, how can you fetch all window IDs?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, cool. Next one is that. Nikita, how can you fetch all window IDs?
Get window handles.
That's it. Get window handles. Kalyani and Chandrakala. Why you don't know, madam? This is the first day class notes, that one. I already told, right? You have to read so those methods repeatedly. Why you are not following instructions?
I'm following, sir, but not getting response.
No, you're not following, madam. If you follow, every day if you read them, first day class, why you won't remember, madam? How many days it over? Almost 3 weeks, right?
Yes, sir.
Selena started 3 weeks back. This is the third week. So you have to be on top of that, madam.
We will
Otherwise,
read.
it doesn't work out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now here 2 windows are there. Now your cursor will be in this parent window. How you can switch to this window? So first get all the window IDs. Okay, so that's what we are going to do. So it is going to close Jan back. Let's write at least once. Okay, fetch all window IDs. Okay. Set
String handles.
Yes.